Dan Shugru, everybody. We've got several more speakers left, but before I turn to them, one of you lost your cell phone. Somebody left their cell phone on the Right to Life table. I've got it up here. Oh, is it yours?
I think it's my daughter-in-law's.
Okay. All right, coming up, we've got Rosanna Polito, Steve Tucker, and Ray Troop. But first, we have the Libertarian Party nominee for Comptroller, Julie Fox.
Oh, wow.
Good afternoon, fellow Tea Partiers. I want to thank everyone for coming out to this important event today and letting our government officials know just how teed off we are about what's happening in Washington and Springfield. My name is Julie Fox. I'm the Libertarian candidate for State Comptroller. As a Libertarian, I believe in the limited government envisioned by our founding fathers when they wrote the Constitution. I come into the Comptroller's race with financial experience in both the public and the private sector. I'm a certified public accountant. I've worked for a controller for 12 years, and I am also former treasurer of the Dundee Township Library Board. I'm an accountant, an experienced one, running for an accountant's position. I'm running because we need change in Springfield. I am not a career politician. I'm a freedom activist and an accountant who wants to do for our state what I have done for my township. Use my knowledge, experience, and skills to make things better for the residents of Illinois. This isn't a career goal for me, and it certainly isn't about power. It's about doing what I can to put the state, and therefore its residents, into a better financial position. As Illinois Comptroller, my main priority will be to promote spending cuts through the use of more accurate and transparent financial reporting. One of the main duties of the Comptroller is to prepare financial statements for both citizens and for local, state, and federal government entities. Current government accounting rules allow for underreporting of liabilities and the reporting of expenses long after which they have occurred. Changing the state's financial reporting methods, making them more similar to those used in the private sector, will allow for more accurate depiction of Illinois' current financial position, will help citizens understand how their tax dollars are being spent, and thus promote additional reductions of unnecessary wasteful government spending. Most government entities report their financial position using cash basis accounting, which is only accurate if payments to vendors are current. Illinois is over 7 months behind in payments, with the results that those expenses don't show up on the state's books until long after they are incurred. Despite a balanced budget requirement, the state reported more than $4 billion in deficits in the years 2005 through 2007. There are no statutory requirements that govern what kind of assumptions can be made about revenues and expenses. Therefore, the Illinois budget is unbalanced in different ways in different years, something you would never see in the private sector. Businesses in the private sector are governed by different accounting rules than those in the public sector. Rules that allow the state to report a balanced budget that in reality is anything but. Public sector accounting rules allow government entities to underreport their liabilities, such as certain post-retirement benefits, something that would be illegal in the private sector. We all know here that Illinois is in a much worse financial position than our books indicate. We also all know that the first step towards fixing a problem is identifying it. How can we expect to improve Illinois' financial position if we don't have a clear understanding of what it is? Illinois residents need to see the numbers and need to know that what they're seeing reflects what is happening now in Illinois. Given my financial experience in both the private and public sectors, I have a clear understanding that private sector practices work best in terms of financial reporting. In addition to financial reporting, adopting other practices used in the private sector will also considerably reduce spending in Illinois. such as implementing a 401k type of retirement program for all new state employees and implementing medical benefit plans similar to those used in the private sector. We can substantially reduce spending in Illinois by eliminating the Member Initiative Fund, which is nothing more than blatant pork barrel spending, treating nonviolent drug offenders medically instead of as hardened criminals, and consolidating the offices of Treasurer and Comptroller, as 40 states have already done, and as I have been promoting when I ran since 2002 when I ran for the same office. We want our Attorney General to be an attorney. We should expect our Comptroller, who is the head accountant in the state, to be an accountant. Having someone who's actually qualified to manage the state's books will make the difference in the Comptroller's office that Illinois voters and residents need. So I encourage you to visit my website, www.foxforcomptroller.com. You can find me on Facebook or follow me on Twitter. Once again, my name is Julie Fox. I'm the Libertarian candidate for State Comptroller. And I encourage you, if you'd like to find out more about my race or other Libertarians, come to our blue booth over here on my left. Thank you.